Well, hello, friends. Real quick before we kick off the episode, I have to let you know about something exciting. I am seriously considering having an upgraded version of this podcast where you get bonus episodes and exclusive content. But here's the deal, I'm trying to decide what that content and those episodes should be. I do have some ideas, and I was wondering if you could vote really quick and tell me what you think about what would entice you, what would be interesting to you to get as bonus episodes on this podcast. For example, deeper dives into topics. Maybe I'm answering questions that many of you ask about starting or growing a business. Maybe even overhearing coaching calls, something like this. It would be a paid, upgraded version of this podcast, not very expensive at all, probably just a handful of dollars a month, but it be extra content for you to help you along your journey. My whole goal is to help you build your business dream. And I would love to offer you even more because some of you are asking for it. So if you could just look down in the show notes right now, there's 2 ways you can give me your answers. Number 1, I have a Google form with 5 quick questions. It can be anonymous. You just answer them and vote on what would be interesting to you. Or number 2, I have a voice memo system. You can just click it and you could just leave a voice memo with your phone right now and just record it and tell me what kind of topics, what things would be interesting to you behind the scenes, market news. What would be things that would be extra that would be really valuable to you? So thank you all so much. Okay, on to the episode.
Well, hello, this is Kimberly Brock, and for over 20 years, I've been running my own businesses that have not only been profitable, but personally fulfilling to me. So now I'm on a mission to help other new business owners just like you make money doing what you love too. Now we're going to have some fun, so let's get started. Well, hello, this is Kimberly. It's episode 198, and I am so glad that you're here today because I'm talking to you about what you're doing on a daily basis. Today is a reality check episode, and you're going to ask yourself this question. Am I busy creating work, or am I busy creating clients and customers? That is the question of the day. So many of you are creating work. We're going to talk about this and again, have a reality check. If you're new, I'm so glad that you're here. I have no doubt this podcast is going to help you along your business journey, whether you're in the idea stage, whether you're planning a business, whether you're starting or growing. You are in the right place. I'm just so excited for all of you. I love hearing about all your businesses, whether you're selling a product, service, combo, both, whatever it is, coaching, consulting. I'm just so glad you're here. If you're new, did you know that I have some resources for you to get plugged in? The first one is a free Facebook group. Oh yes, I have a free Facebook group called Women Starting Businesses Doing What We Love. You can scroll down right now in the show notes of the episode, and there's a link to the Facebook group. Once you get over there, it's going to ask you 3 quick questions. You answer those, and then you'll be in a short-lived holding pattern, and then I will approve you and get you in the group. Why do you want to be in the group? Well, you want to be in the group so that you no longer feel alone as you are starting and building this business, so that you can ask those silly questions. And I'm saying silly because you say they're silly. I don't think they're silly. I think they're fabulous questions, and everyone else has the same questions too. So do you realize that when you ask questions or need help or want to get advice for something, you are actually making someone else very happy to know that they're not the only one with the same issue or question. Okay. So you're actually doing people a favor. So I'm so glad you're in the group. You know, no longer will have to be alone. You can ask questions, get help, because all I want for you to do is be able to actually realize this business dream of yours. And also too, I have some free downloads. I have a 16-step checklist to help you if you're starting your business. And I even have a guide to help you if you're trying to figure out your business idea. So all these goodies and party favors for you since you've arrived. Okay. This is your welcome party. And I'm so glad you're here. If you've been listening, well, thank you so much to all my loyal listeners. Shout out to all my grow getters who are part of that program. Y'all are amazing. Y'all inspire me every day. And I'm just so honored to be walking alongside you and guiding you and helping you live this business dream of yours. So that is it. If you are new, again, make sure you subscribe to this podcast. You can hit follow or subscribe so you don't miss out on any future episodes. Okay, that's it. On to the episode. Well, hello everyone. How are you? How is it going? Oh my gosh, I need the updates on your business. I need to know what is rocking and rolling. I even need to know what's stumping you.
Why do I need to know that? So that I can help you. Oh my gosh, I'm just so glad you're here. You're listening. You're really working toward this dream of yours. And I'm loving all the updates in the Facebook group. Oh my goodness. Y'all are keeping me informed of your wins. You'll know if you're part of the group that on Wednesdays, I have a post that says share your wins on Wednesdays, and y'all always post those. And I just love to celebrate with you. Also on Mondays, we have Imperfect Action Mondays where you decide what action you're going to take that week. And you're going to know right now that it's imperfect, that nothing is going to be perfect right now. What imperfect action are you taking this week? I hope on Mondays you post under there because I love reading that. I love seeing what you're doing. And then we also have Thankful Thoughts on Thursdays, just something to ground us all so that we take a little bit to be grateful for the things in our lives, whether it's family, friends, our business, our pets, whatever it is. I love it when y'all post because it actually helps me be more grateful too, because I realize, oh gosh, she's thankful for that. She's so right. I need to be thankful for that too. So thank you all for all your posts and keeping me updated. I'm just so excited for all of you. Today, we're going to have a reality check for you. This is a reality check day. Okay, that you are going to ask yourself now as you are working on things in your business. You're going to ask yourself, am I creating work for myself or am I actually creating clients and customers? I mean, that's literally the question of the day. We talk about this all the time in Grow Getters. I may not have said it this exact way, but I probably will now. Maybe I have, but we have these conversations about what you are doing in your business. Is this actually leading to money? I mean, we have to get down to it. Is what we are doing leading to money or is it leading to busy work? So today, I just want you to kind of think about where you are, what's going on with your business, and just kind of identify some things that might be clues that you're creating work for yourself and not actually customers or clients. Okay, the number one most obvious clue to you would be that you don't really have business coming in. So are you really doing things that are generating sales? Okay, are you doing things that are actually generating interest, like actively generating interest in sales? Or are you doing other things and you realize I don't really have any sales coming in? Okay, that's the number one problem for new business owners is that you'll get open and you have a rush of sales when you open and then you start to hear crickets and you realize, oh my goodness, I have to be proactive about keeping people interested. Yes, you do. You do. Reality check today. You have to take an active part in generating interest in your business and sales. We call that marketing. Okay. You have to be an active marketer in your business. But I think a lot of new business owners are scared of marketing. They don't know what to do. But I digress a little bit. What I wanted to go through were these clues so you can identify if this is you creating work. So again, the first one was, do you have business coming in? If you don't have business coming in, that may be a clue that you're doing work that isn't generating leads and sales. Number two, do you find yourself busy working on your website or your logo or in Canva all the time, trying to design things and make things look more beautiful and perfect? Is this you? Are you caught up doing graphics work, website work, working on landing pages, working on pages on your website? I know that that's effective. I know that that's great for your business. It's good for your image, but you have to ask yourself, if you're not getting business, oh my gosh, is this work that I've been creating for myself that really doesn't drive more interest in sales for my business? Okay. The third clue that you may be, spending time creating work and not clients is that you keep chasing every new product or service offering that you could add. You start trying to add a million different offerings. People, stop. We talk about this in Grow Getters too. I'm like, we need to keep your offerings simple, especially if you're a service provider in the beginning. You need to keep it simple. Maybe you do a workshop. Maybe you offer one-on-one coaching, but you don't want to have a membership, a course, of this and of that right when you open because it's way too much. You need to start getting clients in the beginning and really getting to know their pain points and understanding where they're at So then over time, you can create programs that are ideal for them that they'll want to buy, that you can put on autopilot, like a course or a group program like I have done. Y'all, it's taken me years to get to this point. I started with one-on-one coaching, and then my first product I created was the Best Business Idea Workshop. That's what I did first, one-on-one coaching and a workshop. And then things started adding on over time. But I've even gotten stuck in work mode instead of creating customers and clients because I'm like, oh, I need to create this. I need to be doing this. And I started spending all this time creating when I could have been out marketing my business, right? So that's another clue. So again, let's review these clues. If you don't have business coming in, that's a clue that you're doing things besides marketing. You're doing other things. You're creating work and you're not creating clients. Number 2, you're fiddling with your website, logo, Canva, all that, trying to perfect every little thing because you're worried about your image and you need it all to be perfect. Granted, I want your site and everything to look amazing, but you have to ask yourself, if I need money and I need business coming in, then maybe I shouldn't be working on this right now. The third clue is that you keep chasing the thought of adding every new shiny object, program, product offering. Take what you have and you can create variations of that. Like if you have one-on-one coaching, you can say, hey, I do hour sessions, power hours. That's what I started with. Or I do, a monthly coaching package where I do it 30 minutes a week for 4 weeks. And you can offer that, but you don't need to be saying, I need to create a course right now. I need to create a membership. I need to create all of this right now. It's just too much. The other thing that new business owners do instead of creating clients is they go and they create more like, okay, I need to do a podcast. I need to do a YouTube channel. I need to create lead magnets. I need to create free downloads. I need to be appearing locally. And you add all of this crazy marketing to your plate at one time and it becomes overwhelming. And you get busy doing that and you get so tied up that the stuff's getting lost in the shuffle and you're not really actually driving interested people. You are showing up, which is great. You're picking these ways, but it's actually taking over your time because now you're like, oh, I've got to research how to start a podcast or how to start a YouTube channel. I want to do all that at once and I want to do it's too much. It's too much. Start out simple and then you can earn your way to add more. Earn your way to add more, right? So those are some clues. If this is you today, you haven't been getting sales, you haven't been getting customers, you haven't been getting clients, ask yourself right now, what have I been working? Where has my time been spent recently? Think about it right now in your head. What have you been spending your time doing? Have you been sitting behind your computer working on logos? Like, what have you been doing? That's going to give you a clue. So that's how you know that you're creating work instead of customers and clients. So now your next question is, well, how do I stop doing that? Well, you stop for a minute and say, if I had to get a client by the end of this week, say I came up to you right now and I'm looking at you. Imagine I'm looking at you and I'm sitting across from you at a desk. And I said, sweetheart, you need to get a client or a customer or get an order by this Friday. So let me know how you're going to go about that. What's the easiest way that you could get a customer or client right now? What has worked? That'll give you a clue. What has already worked? Where is the way that you could show up that would probably bring in a sale? That's where you start. That's where you start. Is it posting in local Facebook groups? Is it doing a live on Facebook, a live training? Is it showing up locally at a networking event? Is it just showing up locally, doing all the things you normally do, attending football games, baseball games, and you're friends with everybody, and maybe you get the chance to talk about your business? Okay? Whatever it is, that's what you need to be doing right now if you want sales. If you don't want sales right now and you do want to hibernate and you want to sit back and you want to just work on things, then more power to you. You get to do that. You're your own CEO. You get to do that with your business. But the problem is that many of you complain like, oh my gosh, you're freaking out. I'm not getting sales. And you go into this whole vortex. You go to this vortex of like, way off course in your brain, okay? Which a lot of us females, we do that. We're really good at this. We're like, oh my gosh, I'm not smart enough to actually run a business. Oh my gosh, nobody loves my stuff. Nobody's ever going to buy this. What was I thinking? And you start just making up all this crud about how you're not good enough. And maybe you don't have what it takes to run a successful business. Okay, first of all, you're being way over dramatic when you haven't done step one, which is assess, what have I been spending time doing recently? Because I almost guarantee it hasn't been effectively marketing your business. That's what you have not been doing. You have been back there doing busy work. It's so funny because I think I've told y'all this before, that I am tech support in my household. I'm tech support. I'm techie. I love it. I'm a nerd. Okay. And so my husband has his office at home. We have both worked from home our entire married lives. Well, I take that back. A little bit at Dell. I think it was before I had Lexi. So maybe 4 years ago, we were both working at Dell in the office in Austin, Texas, a little bit, maybe a year or two. But after that, we moved to Houston and then Colorado and back here. And it's just been home offices for the both of us. And in Colorado, by the way, we shared the same office. So we had a kind of a big office. So it was nice. I was on one side, he was on the other. That's how we worked. So this is how we've been, but I'm tech support. If printer doesn't work, I get an alert. David's like, the printer is not working. I'm like, are you really in technology sales and you're asking your wife to fix your printer? I don't know if it's more that he just wants me to be at his beck and call or that he really isn't capable. I think he's fully capable. But everyone in the house does this. My daughters did this. Actually, my oldest, Lexi, became very technical. And so she wasn't as much like this. But Grayson, my son, was like that for a while. And Ava was like that. And they're like, I don't know what to do, but they're getting better. But I'm tech support. Something with the network, something with the printers, drivers, whatever it is. Things are becoming easier, but that's how it was. So I always told people, have you unplugged it and plugged it back in? Have you powered it off and powered it back on? And they would be like, no, it's not working. And they freaking out. I unplug it, plug it back in, and things are working magically. And so now I have a blanket statement for everyone. You do not call tech support, which is me. You do not beckon tech support until you have powered it off and powered it back on. And once you've done step one, then I would love to help you. This is how I work. And I get kind of snarky. So I'm like, I'm so over this that you call me in a 911 situation and you haven't powered it off and powered it on. Anyways, here's my point. Back to our episode is for you. When you go panicking because you don't have sales, I want you to unplug and plug back in. I want you to say, what have I been doing for the past weeks? Where has my time been spent? Have I been sitting behind the computer or have I actually been out sharing my business locally or online? Have I been offering to help people? If you say no, then don't go in this emotional vortex that you're not good enough to run a business and nobody loves your stuff and your stuff stinks. Don't do that. That's the most ridiculous thing you can do. You have to ask yourself, am I creating busy work or am I creating clients? Okay. Now I know many of you are now asking, well, oh my gosh, I need to create clients. How do I do this? Well, you have to get good at marketing your business. That's what you have to do. And now you're probably asking me, how do I get good at marketing my business? Well, you actually have to put a strategy together, a really good strategy that's custom to your business that helps you have a reliable and repeatable plan for how you're going to generate consistent sales. And lo and behold, y'all know I teach this in Grow Getters. This is exactly what we do. Why did I create Grow Getters? For this exact reason. I was like, I can't sit back and watch this anymore. I would have coaching clients back in the beginning who are like, okay, now I need to grow. What do I do? I'm going to post on Instagram 5 times a day. Then I'm going to do a video. Then I'm going to do a reel and I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to work on my website. I'm going to get my logo looking really good. Cause I feel like too, if I get my website looking to me and I'm like, stop, that is not driving sales. Okay. You could not have a website or anything and get business. My son, it's a perfect example. Y'all know I talk about this all the time. I only do because it's fresh on my brain and it's in my face every day because he's home this summer. You know, he is out and about marketing this business every day. He had no website. He was like, do I need to create a good website? I'm like, no. You could have a Facebook page? No. Just get out there on the Facebook groups and start offering to help people. Show them before and afters, get moving. That's all he does. And then relies on referrals. There's no website needed. There's no email marketing. We keep it simple because that's what works for his type of business. Everyone's business is different. Your business is different than mine. It's different from Susie's. It's different from Jennifer's. Why are they different? Because the owners are different. You have different skill sets. You have different experience. You have different products and services. You have to have a custom strategy that works for you, that's strategic, that's simple, that's actually fun. Who knew marketing could be fun? Do you realize how much fun I have on this podcast every week? Oh, yes, I'm having fun. And guess what? It's part of my marketing strategy. I get to have fun. It's strategic. I have a whole system of everything I do. It's repeatable. It's reliable. It's fun. This is what I do. Okay. So if this is you today and you're struggling and you're like, I'm about to open my business and I don't want to get caught in that trap and I want to generate consistent sales. I want to know that I have a repeatable, reliable strategy. Then make sure you check out Grow Getters right now. I open it periodically and I may be opening it here soon. So make sure you get on the wait list. Also too, hint for everyone listening, it may not be open at the moment that you sign up to register your interest, but sometimes I send out emails where you can jump in between my bigger launches and go ahead and hop in and join us and get on our live calls and start going through the training so you can create your custom marketing strategy. But if you've been open and you're still a new business owner and you're like, oh my gosh, I got sales when I opened, everything was great, but now I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do? I'm not getting the sales that I expected. I don't feel comfortable marketing myself. I don't know what to say. I'm not even sure I totally love how I'm offering what I'm offering. Then you need to be in Grow Getters. Okay? It was made for you. This is what we do. We clear all this mud. We keep it simple. Okay? So make sure y'all check those out today because I don't want any of you creating work that isn't leading to leads and sales. That's the moral of the story. If you're creating work and you're complaining that you don't have sales, then you're being a little bit ridiculous. Okay? No more complaining. Start doing things that matter to actually show up, make people aware of your business, attract your right people, and turn them into sales. Well, that is it. Also, too, if you're here and you're like, well, this sounds great, but I haven't even opened my business yet. Did y'all know I have a best business idea workshop and I have a mini business plan workshop. So if you're in the idea stage or planning stage, oh my gosh, you have to check those out. Scroll down below. I've got those. Those are self-study. Boom. You can get on those today and start working through so we can hurry and get your business open. I do have the Just Getting Started group. If you're in the process of starting, all the simple and strategic steps for actually getting your business open and selling already. So yes, I have products and services to fit every stage for those of you that are wanting to start a business or are starting a business or growing. I have something for you no matter what stage you're in. How awesome is that? So anyways, y'all have a great day. Thanks for listening. And until next time, bye now.
Now, this episode may be over, but our relationship does not have to end here. Head on over to KimberlyBrock.com. And yes, you can get more valuable information for your journey. And you know what? You don't need to go through this alone. I would love to help you. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye.